Well, that was pretty interesting. So I want to do a brief update. What happened is I just took down some videos I made because I'll just say this much. Hopefully you didn't see them, but I was gang stalked. I was gang stalked most of my life is what I'm figuring out. The high point was when I uploaded a reptilian hybrid video to YouTube. Sounds like, I know it sounds crazy, I know. I would look at the video and go, it can't be. It can't be. You know, it makes sense because she just couldn't love. She couldn't love no matter what. She had moments of like love. I think it was more imitation love, like a Jeffrey Dahmer or Ted Bundy, more of a self-preservation, which can still be good because if you can design a system where they have to behave to self, you know, preserve themselves, then you'll be safer. But long story short, she shifted in the video. You gotta remember, I mean, I was with her when I was 25 years old. She was 35 years old. She had a lot of money. She had a townhouse. And she was very pretty looking, very beautiful. And I was so in love. I mean, I was like a puppy dog, you know. It's like I couldn't believe I had this beautiful woman that wasn't on my level, that was giving me her body and her time and some of her heart. It was a huge compliment. I was like walking on a cloud. First week I was with her, 2 weeks, I almost broke up because I was talking to a few other women, and I started liking her because she was nice. I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want to break her heart. I thought she's a really nice woman. I really don't want to. I was talking about 4 or 5 other women because, you know, I was single for a while and I was just starting to get to know people, but I wasn't sure who I was going to be with, and because she was so nice, I didn't want to break her heart. But then she bought me like $1,000 in clothes, and I came home and threw them all. She goes, "Well, I took them to my house, honey, and leave them there." And then I said, "No, I want to get home and I want to look at the stuff you bought me. You know, I wanted to look at it like alone by myself. Without her there, I wanted to like say, is this real? Like pinch myself, you know. I did not know what I was opening. I mean, anyways, I got video of her. I haven't got her on my answer machine. I got a tape from 1995-96 from my old answer machine. I got a tape right here, and it has her on it, like crying, calling me because she thought I moved away, and she left me like 20 messages in a row, crying, telling me that she loves me. And anyways, I mean, I was with a real human alien. You get all these videos out there. Real reptilian hybrid, and you get all these videos out there, and a lot of this is a bunch of crap, you know. And it's funny because you don't know me, but I know the truth because I was there. Now, I didn't know at the time. She had a townhouse in Charter Point, at East Lake in San Diego. She drove an Explorer, regular people, but she was always like cold, you know, like if I needed her, she wasn't there. If I didn't need her, she loved me so much. It was just cold. So they have a flaw. They can't love. And if you're around them long enough, you start realizing they're kind of like a psychopath. Okay, they'll kick you off a cliff. You cannot reach them. Not matter how much you love them, you'll never reach them. They cannot be reached. Someone has a comment right now that they're like a hive. That makes a lot of sense. You're dealing with, you know, with I don't know if they're separate at all or if they're just completely like a hive. But I was in love with her. Like I was. We broke up for good in 1998, 3 years later. For 10 years, I couldn't stop thinking about her, dreaming about her. I had so many dreams about her. All I wanted to do was to grow old with her, and if there was a forever in the next life, that was what I wanted. But I made this video in 2011, and I didn't play it back for 3 months. I played it back in December 2011. I was having troubles with it as another girlfriend I was with, but me and the reptilian hybrid, I would call her. She was, you know, I was with her 95 to 98, and I played the video back. I couldn't believe what I saw. I posted it to YouTube, and a lot of people didn't believe it. They thought I was using special effects. Some people didn't see anything. It's very vague, and it was very quick. You know, she turned her head around real quick. I turned the camera on us in the dark. I was just filming us a few minutes before. Stopped to take a break. Turned it around on us. She freaked out. and the camera picked up something. I thought there was something strange. I uploaded it to YouTube. Nothing happened. 500 views in a year. No big deal. And then in November 2016, I thought I would re-edit it, post it back up. That week I got 10,000 views. So the friend, I was afraid because that might have been too good. So I go to the hospital with an asthma attack, and they wouldn't see me. It took me 4 hours, Mercy Hospital in Hillcrest. It took them 4 hours to get me back there. Then they put an IV in me, and I started dying. I don't want to tell you the details. It's gross. If you want to see a human being melt, I was melting. And next morning, they wouldn't give me enough food, no water. I was like getting worse and worse. I called my brother. I said, dude, they're killing me. Get me out of here. So he came pick me up. I got the hell out of there. I was sick for 3 days, but I got better. Like the first 2 hours I got home, I started getting better. But for 3-4 days, I was still sick. Diarrhea. I don't know. Anyways, I thought, I got something. They're trying to kill me. Why would they be trying to kill me? I have a Disney video that got a lot of views, and that was like 5 years ago. I doubt it's a Disney video. I think it's a reptilian hybrid video. Then I find Richard Bruce. He's freaking out because he uploaded a video, and the police in L.A. are harassing this guy. So they're flying over his motorhome, and people say he's crazy. Dude, they're not supposed to fly over your motorhome like that. It's illegal. I mean, they're flying straight over his motorhome like 10 times a day. That's not normal. It's not normal behavior. There's no way it's coincidence. One day maybe, but not like that. So then, hang on, sorry about that. So then, this is like December. November was the hospital thing. Around December, I think it was December of 2016, I'm at a red light. This truck is next to me. This guy, I turn around, this guy's walking toward my car door. He's pulling on my car door now trying to get inside the car. That was 2. I called 911. They hung up on me 3 times. That tells me that they were in cahoots. I still didn't put that together. I thought the hospital thing, but I didn't put that together with the reptilian thing. Then the third thing was I was getting bit. And a friend of mine said, put some shipping tape around your bed. If it's a bed bug, you'll catch it in the shipping tape. I put shipping tape down in the daytime, and within 2 hours, I had all this weird material in it, like rice-looking things, black peppers. This is also a good way for you to know if you're being gang stalked out there. Put some shipping tape down, and that's what you'll be looking for, debris like rice-looking stuff. So I turned the fans off, I turned the air conditioner off, I redid the shipping tape all around the bed. An hour later, 2 hours later, it was covered in it. Like when I went pee or went downstairs real quick, that stuff was moving around by itself because it was stuck in the shipping tape. The shipping tape was stuck onto the ground and under the tape, over the tape. Then I said, that is bizarre. Well, I've had some problems with these people in the condos next door to me, so I said, you know what? I think I'm being gang stalked. I heard about gang stalking. And I think the stuff is coming from those condos right there. Within seconds. That little platform right there, with that sidewalk right there, that little platform, it's filled with 6 huge guys in suits. They stood on that platform, and they were freaking out. They started pointing over to me, like to my place, and they're like, and I could tell they were going to come. They were going to come get me. So I started, I'm making these videos, kind of pop them up on the YouTube real quick. So people can see what happens after it happens. Now, I thought, okay, those are feds. They're huge guys in suits. I've never seen guys in suits over there before, ever. But they were already in there, so they must be wearing regular clothes when they come and go. So anyways, or they're just boxed in there. So anyways, I'm uploading videos. This is all happening at one time. I'm uploading videos, and suddenly my videos start to freeze. YouTube will not process the videos. That happened again today, and I'll tell you what happened. At the end of the story, I'm going to tell you what happened. So my videos are freezing. Those guys are right on the platform. Videos aren't going up to YouTube. I'm freaking out. If they go back in, I can tell they're upset. And they're probably going to come here and get me, and they're going to kick my door in. They're going to shoot me in the face. They're going to plant all kinds of illegal shit here. They're going to say, yeah, we're feds, and we've been investigating this guy. And we found the stuff we're looking for, and we had to shoot him because he was resisting arrest. I'm going to tell you something. I want to make this very clear. I would never resist arrest. I would never resist arrest. Never, 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 never. I would never kill myself. Never. I don't have no plans to disappear, ever. And, make this very clear to everybody out there, and I'm not going to break any law, no matter what. I know they're coming, so why would I go break a law? Anyways, let's get back to the story. So the videos freeze. I go downstairs. I'm panicked. It's daytime. I go tell my older brother. He lives in the house in front with my aunt. My aunt's my landlord. She's a retired school principal. She has a lot of friends that are cops, and they own their own businesses. She has like a lot of power, but she's like in society. She doesn't believe in like anything except for like the law. Everything's just basic and normal, and that's how I would love it to be, but it's not. I go down there. She's gone. I'm glad because she would have had a fit. I tell my brother, dude, this is what's going on. So he gets his laptop out. He goes, well, let's check out your channel now. He goes, hey, all your videos are froze. Your whole channel's froze. I can't even get to your channel. It's like not even there right now. I'm like, how these guys have the power to go in my personal private shit? Unbelievable. I've done nothing illegal. They never served me with any kind of papers. There's been weird people there for years. I would say 17 years at least. Where's my court papers? Okay, let me go on with this. So I come back. Oh, my aunt comes in, and then she kind of hears a little bit of it, and she's like, "Go take those videos down. What's wrong with you?" She thinks I'm crazy because I'm talking about reptilian stuff. I don't know if they're reptilian. I just know her face shifted. I come upstairs. I take those recent videos down, the ones that were freezing. I get in my account, but everything's frozen still. My channel was frozen for 6 hours. I should have wrote the date down. I probably have it. I go to a friend's house to stay the night because I know they're coming. I come back 2 days later, hoping things calm down, cool heads, whatever. And everything's fine, but there's like 12 cop cars across the street. Now suddenly they're at this guy's house across the street. He always wears a suit. He was a real friendly guy, but he was hanging out with these people in these condos here. The ones that I'm telling you are gang stalking me. And he's hanging out with the girl next door to his place. There's a girl right straight across the street from my aunt's house. There's a woman there. I don't know how she has so much money, but she owns the house. She owns like the duplex behind her. She's like a young 25, 30-year-old attractive woman, and she never works. She's just there all day long. She has all this money. And him and her were like really like hanging out tight, you know what I mean? And they're hanging out with people kind of vaguely, but they're closer than that. It's just in public eye, it's vaguely. So then all these cops are across the street, and like 12 cop cars. They're there for hours, like 6, 7 hours. Okay, whatever. I make a video, get this stuff out of my house as real material in a week, or I'm going to the police. I don't care if you guys are the police. I'm going to the police. I'm going to go CIA. I'm going all over the map. This stuff somehow within a week is out of my place, just gone. So okay, a little more time goes by. Now because of the weird material, I'm researching weird material. I come across these videos with the scientist, and I find out that our government, American government, is spraying all of Americans and other parts of the world with some horrible, horrible substance. I have 2 promises I made to God, and I can't tell you right at this time what the substance is or how you can see it. I'll tell you this much. The substance is worse than bleach in your coffee. It's something I can't. It's so science fiction you wouldn't even believe me. Everyone's getting sprayed with it. There's physical evidence everywhere, and there is a way to see it. And that the police department, in my mind, must be in on it because they actually use a device where you can see it. That tells me that they have to be in on it. That's just common sense. If they have a device that can see it, and they're not saying this to the public, you know what I'm saying? So this is how freaky this is getting, okay? So, I mean, my story is, I've seen a lot of gang stalking stories. I've never seen anything like mine. Now I discover this. So now I'm making videos. I'm showing people in the videos the device where you can see the stuff, and I'm getting 12 views, 20 views, 30 views. No one's trying to save the world. No one's trying to help out. Nothing. I'm driving one day, and I got all these cars on my tail. So I get close to my home, and the light turns green. This guy just won't move. So there's like 4 cars in front of me, but they're behind him, and this guy won't move. He won't make his left turn. The people are like, come on, dude, move. The guy leans into the mirror, looks at me, and goes, I'm like, whoa, whoa. I'm thinking, are you sure that's for me? Well, this confirms it. This other guy, mafia-looking guy, pulls up into the red zone by the bus stop. He walks out of his car, out of his minivan, right into all this thick traffic, walks right up to my front bumper. This far from my front bumper. Starts telling cars, go around him, don't worry about it, let him talk. So he's like, it was like organized. They knew where I was at. They were following me from my phone. They knew where I was at. Because the guys were following me all day, leaving. Following me, leaving. All day. So when I get there, the guy's like this. The mafia guy pulls into the red zone. Direct him, go around him. I'm thinking, man, I'm like Alex Jones telling me. I'm like in the middle of this crap, and I got no budget. I got no money. I'm like, wow, this is amazing. I'm like the real Alex Jones. I'm like a real Alex Jones. I'm battling like space fucking aliens. You know what I mean? Excuse my French. I'm a Christian, man. Wow, I was like, wow. It doesn't get any stranger than this. I grew up on Star Wars and all this shit. I'm thinking, I watch movies. I don't want to live in a movie. Put me back in the Matrix. You know what I mean? Put me back in the Matrix. Give me a fucking steak and a woman and leave me alone. So they won't do it. I'm requesting this. They won't do it. Here's what goes on next. The next thing that happens after this, the guy, okay, is they warn me. So I come home and I take down my videos. I can't tell people about the stuff that's everywhere and how to see it. That's what they were telling me pretty much. Like this, you know. I take my videos down. I'm cool, but I start making a safety net. I go to a friend's house, retired school principal, a woman that works with horses, a couple of street thugs. I have a crazy friend. He's on like pills. I'll probably be on pills and all over. I'm telling you, man, this is just crazy stuff. This is reality. This is reality, but this is a true story. I just go to different friends and I just kind of like let them know what's going on, and if anything happens, I tell them you get one or two friends that don't talk, and we make the safety net, right? So here I am building the safety net, and I go to my counselor. I tell my counselor, and this is getting weirder, okay? My counselor's possibly in on this. I show my counselor this whole thing, how to see this stuff everywhere, and I can't even tell you this right now. This is horrible. Anyways, I leave there. I come back. I think my counselor is on. I come back, and there's these two Marine thugs now on this platform I'm with. Two huge guys on that platform, same platform where the other guys were. This is like 2-3 months later. We're like in March, April now. Okay? Those thug guys, that was around January. So we're in March, April now. There's these two huge, I'm coming back from my counselor, these two huge guys there. And they're talking to the guy that lives in the condos. They turn around, they look at me like this, they go. And they walk away. Mean. I'm like, that don't look good. I come back, I have a big dinner. It's like 12:30 at night, 1 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go pee, turn off all the lights. My brother's staying the night. On the rollaway bed right here. There's a rollaway bed right here. And I'm over here in this bed. I'm laying. The TV wasn't there at the time. It was only a few months back. I look at this window here. I'm about to get up to turn the lights off. I see a shadow walking down my steps. He goes, a man. Whoa. It's 1 in the morning. Why is somebody walking down my steps? I go, we got company. And I'm thinking of 2 Marine guys right away. Come over here, open the window. There's bushes on the side of my apartment. I'm in a studio apartment above a garage on Louisiana Street. There's these bushes and a chain link fence, and I keep hearing a guy, like, I can hear someone down there, like, trying to be quiet. I hear leaves cracking once in a while, I hear him breathing. I'm thinking, this is freaky. My brother tries to listen. He doesn't hear nothing. We go down there with a flashlight. No one's there. Oh, no, we didn't have no flashlight. We go down there and look. My flashlight was broken. No one's there. Come back up. Starts up again. I can hear someone. I didn't know he was on the other side at the fence, other side of the bushes. All he had to do was hop onto the fence and then come in through my windows on this side of the apartment. So anyways, to make a long story short, what happened, I called the police department. They come out. They come out the first time. They don't want to shine their lights. I said, beg them to shine their lights. They shine it for 3 seconds, 2 seconds on the side of the studio. They don't go in the backyard like I asked them. They don't shine it up on the ceiling like the roof like I asked them. They sneak out of here. They never say goodbye. They like, let's go. They sneak out. I see them do it. I saw the guy go. He snuck out. When I saw that, I was freaked out. I call again. The lady hangs up on me. I call the third time. The phone's ringing. A voice comes on and goes, "No one's going to help you." It's obviously someone trying to act like a demon, using a computer thing to change their voice. But my brother heard that. Now my brother believes me. At first thought I was nuts. And he goes, what's that? I said, it's like 3 in the morning. I go, you tell me. Now my brother's freaked out. He's thinking, okay, now something's going on. Now I believe. So here we are. I call my aunt in the front house, my uncle. They call the police too. 5 cops show up. I go down the steps. The 2 cops running the whole thing, come walking right up to me. They single me out. They go, you're on meth. Go back upstairs. I'm like, wow, no drug test, no jury, no trial. I said, can you just please shine your light back there in the backyard? So someone came out. I said, they didn't shine their light. I had to argue with these 2 cops for 10 minutes just to shine their light in the backyard, which was like 12 feet away. I had to argue with them and beg them almost practically on my knees. They wouldn't do it. They finally did it. He's like, now you better go upstairs, and if you call us again, you're going to go to jail. Get up there and take your medicine. Wow. So now my family is like, wow, those cops were rude. He woke us up. Is anything even happening? Our brother's freaked out. He heard the call saying, no one's going to help you, right? They leave, the cops. We're back up here at 3:30 in the morning. I can't keep my eyes open. I'm like, just stay awake till morning. Just stay awake till morning. I'm trying to pass out. My brother falls asleep. I'm drifting out. Suddenly, we both hear a loud boom. We wake up. We open our eyes. I hear a guy running out from my driveway like this. You hear, suddenly this horse sound like starts to cover it up. It's real loud, like echoing the whole neighborhood. It sounds like 2 feet though. My brother hears that. I go, what did you hear, dude? He's like, I heard someone running away. I said, I told you someone was here. He's like, but it sounded like somebody with hooves on their feet, with 2 legs and like goat feet. I said, yeah, I know. But see, we both heard the boom. By the time he woke up, that was like, anyways. So now we know something's going on. I heard the guy run before the horse thing came in. This is a true story. So those officers knew because they didn't want to shine their lights. There's 2 Marine guys. One was behind the studio, behind the shed. That's why they couldn't see him when they shine their light. There's a small little area where you have to actually walk back there. You can't just shine your light. They wouldn't go back there. The other guy was on the other side of the fence in the neighbor's yard. So we heard that boom. That was the guy from the neighbor's yard running out from the yard because that's in the driveway area. This is what's going on in my life, okay? I'm an American citizen. I'm being gang stalked by your taxpayers' money. Thank you. I appreciate it. Taxpayers' money. And I'm not going. I see other videos, and now I know they're telling the truth. Or at least half of them are. People in America are being gang stalked by your own police department. This is going on in America right now. This is what's going on. It's like a hush hush kind of thing. It's like land of the free and the brave, and then there's like this underworld of Hitler in Germany, like 1939. You know, you got this like hidden secret government world going at the same time. They're like secret cops and shit that disappear people. This is what's going on. This is a true story. I swear, I stack a Bible on my dead daughter's grave, on my mom's grave. I swear to God, this is what's going on. So this is what's going on. The cops were in the cover-up. That's why they don't want to shine their flashlight. You know how cops are gun-ho? These cops don't want to shine their light. That tells me they're in on it. That's why would they hang up on someone when they call on a 911 call? So they take off, they go, whatever. That happens. Now I'm freaked out. Now I know they're trying to come kill me. So I'm like making videos. Look at it. I took the stuff down. I'm not talking no more. You know, you guys let me live. I'm not going to say anything. And ever since then, they've been plotting all kinds of other shit. I've had like people put poison, other smaller stuff, but I've survived every time because God is real. Because I've been praying to God to protect me, and I believe in Jesus, and that's the reason why I'm being protected. He has so much love for people that people just don't know. People just do not know that God is physically real. There's a real God, and if you surrender to God, you're not going to have anything. But if you completely surrender to God, I'm talking, you have to completely surrender. I got convicted in my chest when I prayed to Him. Like movies are all demonic. There's all this stuff that we're living in a false reality. The Matrix movie describes it, but it's more of a God versus the devil thing. The music you hear, the movies you watch, it's all demonic to keep on a certain frequency. They know what they're doing. And these are humans that are part fallen angel. And the reason I say that, because I've actually seen one. I've actually seen one. I showed somebody this device, how to do it, how to see all the weird stuff they're spraying us with, and it's under your eyes. There's under my eyes was like this white lines in this device that kind of glow. She didn't have that. She had her face went all the way up to her eyes, and she didn't have those tracks under her eyes. She was like this. She was looking at the specials like this. She was happy, like demonic, and she was smiling. And that told me that when I didn't see the white glows up in her eyes, that I wasn't dealing with the same thing that I am. Anyway, this is a true story. This is what's going on. Now, is she a reptilian? I don't know. Was it the lighting in there? Possibly. Do I know that reptilians exist? No. I'm just saying it's just kind of strange. But as in the gang stalking thing, that's 100% real, and it's happening to me 100%. Someone in their mirror going like this, cops hanging up on their 911 calls, cops not wanting to shine their flashlights. They didn't even ask my brother, did you see anything? They normally separate you and they ask the other person, did you see anything? Did you hear anything? They didn't do that. My brother said, I thought that was kind of odd too. He heard the deep voice. They didn't separate us to talk. So my brother's like, man, there's something going on here. So I am being gang stalked. That's a fact. They are spraying everybody with something that's doing some horrible stuff to us. That's a fact. And I can't say, because part of the promise to God, when I promised them to stay quiet on 2 things, and I was praying for protection from God, I got convicted with him that was supposed to stay quiet too, not because he's backing it up, but because this is so big. We're like on the Hitler level. We're like on this worldwide domination level that you really can't get involved with, because when some things are preordained, if you try and step into, I'll give you an example. I don't know if you're religious or not, but let's say that the Antichrist is real, and he has to have 7 years to rule. You know, if you try to stop him or hurt him in any kind of way, you're not going to succeed. If it's already preordained, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Nothing you do is going to stop it. Well, anyways, this is what's going on. And the only reason I'm still making the videos, the only reason is because they haven't moved away. I said move away and forget about me, and I just want to have a burrito. I want to get married. I want to watch Family Ties. I'm not being serious. I'm not lying to these effers. I just want a regular life, you know. I'm still pretty young. I mean, I'm 50 years old, basically, almost 50. But, I mean, I look younger and I feel younger, and I want to have the life I never had before, because they've always stopped me from having anything. They've been pulling stuff behind the scenes for many years. It's all making sense now. How people were coming to my place, I was missing cash. One of my and you know what? It's such a big organized thing that it makes you think it has to be a reptilian race, because humans don't organize like that. They just don't organize like that. You can pay people millions of dollars, get 20 people. Someone's going to have a conscience. Someone's going to snitch. Someone's going to be a whistleblower if there's 20 people. This is like at least thousands and thousands of corrupt CIA agents, FBI, just government officials that are getting the green light to terrorize American citizens. And they pick on the vulnerable because they're beta testing to see how this works out. If it works out, they're going to roll this thing out worldwide. And that's what their plan is. For the long-term plan is to get this thing going on a worldwide scale. So it's more like a beta test to see how it works. What buttons do you push? What you have to get certain reactions. That's why I throw them off sometimes by just doing things I don't want to do. But anyways, that's what they do. It's a beta test. And their victims, they like to pick on the elderly that have no friends, family. They like to pick on the vulnerable. People that have no money, that have very little friends. They have no clout with the public. They might have a criminal history of something recent or something like 30 years ago. You know, like I made a mistake 27 years ago. I'll tell you the truth. I fell in love with a young woman. You know, I'll just tell you the truth. I was a young adult, and she was only a few years younger than me, and I got in trouble for it. There you go. There you go. But that doesn't mean that was 30 years ago. That doesn't mean they have a right to put strange material in my house. They have a right to threaten me with guns. They have a right to try and sneak in my window at 2 in the morning. This is the San Diego Police Department. You got to get that part right. And even if there's no reptilian thing, it just looks kind of weird. But say they're humans. I haven't seen a lizard guy with a lizard head, you know. So I ain't gonna lie to you. Say they're just humans. They don't have the right to harass people and attempt to murder people in San Diego. In San Diego, they shouldn't be doing that anywhere on American soil. This is what's happening in America. This is a reality. This is a true fact. The San Diego Police Department, working with the military, has attempted to murder me. This is what I'm going through. You know, I didn't know about this stuff up until about a year ago, about gang stalking, and I didn't know they were coming for me up until about 4 or 5 months ago. So I'm so fucking shocked. And the only reason I keep posting videos is because they haven't disassembled and forgot about me and moved away. That was what I told them. I said, I'm going to be quiet, but you guys got to move away. You got to pick. You want your gang stalking to work, or do you want your big secret to come out? You get your gang stalking going on me, your big secret comes out. You have to pick one or the other. You can't have them both. You're either going to have your big secret stay concealed, your big secret's going to stay quiet, or you're going to gang stalk me. You got to pick one. And they're picking, believe this, they're picking to continue gang stalking me. This is how arrogant they are. And this week, if I have time, I have a lot to do, but if I have time, I'm going to probably go to the police department and the FBI now. I'm just up to here now. And I'm going to get aggressive, flyers. So this is how it's going. I said, I'm going to be quiet. But you can't have both. You're not going to be gang stalking me because I'm going to let the secret come out. You're going to have to pick. You're going to gang stalk me, secret comes out. You know, leave me alone, secret stays a secret. That's just how it's going to work. And I told them this 3-4 months ago. I told them to leave in a week. It's been 4 months, and I've been quiet. I'm only quiet because I'm waiting. I pray. I'm waiting for God to, I don't hear voices. I pray, and my chest gets warm, and I get convicted. If I say, should I go to the cops, and there's no warm feeling there, it means no. If I say, should I go to the cops, and it gets warm, I go. And that's been saving my ass up until this day. You can laugh at me all you want. You're not living in my shoes. You're not living where I'm living. This is what I'm going through. This is reality. I got witnesses now, okay? So I'm being gang stalked, not by foreigners, not by gang members. I'm being stalked by the San Diego Police Department. They're actually doing this to people. They're moving in like regular people, and they're using high advanced equipment, tech. They're not doing that to me now. 17 years ago, they were doing shit to me, shocking me, doing all kinds of weird shit to me. They're not doing that now, but they were doing it. This is what's going on. And I didn't put together. I thought it was ghosts. I would always tell people, I have ghosts. And when I got married, I wondered, are you going to have like this happen, that happen? They're doing that. They're the ones doing that to people. My uncle, my aunt's a retired school principal. She's 70 years old. 70 years old. She's a woman. And they're down there having stuff starting to happen down there. They don't know what's going on next door. And I'm getting this close to telling her. The thing is, the reason I don't want to tell her is because when I tell her, this shit is going to hit the fan. My aunt's a retired school principal. She's real aggressive. She'll start telling all her friends. It'll get ugly. It would get really ugly. And there's a family. There's a family of us. We're like 15 adults. So they think they're going to stop me. They have like 14 other adults to deal with, plus their family. We have like 100 people in Texas. They're not dealing with someone that's just all by himself. They think, oh, he's all by himself. I'm not by myself. I got my uncle, my aunt, my nieces and nephews. Those are all adults. My sister, my brother-in-law, my 2 brothers. And I got cousins in Yuma, and then I got a huge family in Texas. And I got more family in Ohio. This is what they're risking their big plan just so they can gang stalk me. And that makes me wonder if the people at the very top even know they're doing this. Why would you risk your big plan to gang stalk me? Is it really worth it? What if I go cuckoo and just start talking about it? What you going to do? You're going to grab me and disappear me after like 50 people find out? They're going to go tell everyone else. It's domino effect. When you push one domino, they all start to fall over. There's just no way to stop it. I don't understand why they haven't moved away. I said, just forget about me. Just move away. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking for the money. I'm not asking for compensation for what you guys have already done to me. I'm only asking you guys to forget about me and move away. And they haven't done it. This is about 4 months in now. And anyone that knows me will be surprised that I haven't done nothing yet. And I mean I don't mean illegal. I mean as in verbal. See, I'm a real aggressive guy. I'm real shy and withdrawn. But when I get pushed against the wall, I kind of do that. And people are my friends, they're surprised. They're surprised. Because I would normally be out there like just getting everybody involved, trying to get mobs together and stuff, because this has got to stop. This is being ran by our own government in America. You expect this in a foreign country, not in America. I'm like Burger King, grew up on Star Wars, the Muppets. This is bizarro. This is bizarro on steroids. Bizarro on steroids. So now, it's too late. As for the gang stalking thing, I'm gonna go for it all I can and help other people. And if
they come at me one more time that I can prove. I have one today that I thought I can't really prove it, but I have to steal them. If I can prove it, one more time, I swear to God, one more time that's provable. They come toward me one more time, I will go out with the secret. That's a fact, Jack. One more time. And they want to test me. Block me in traffic. Try something. Put some more poison in my coffee. Try one more thing and see if I don't do it. Try one more thing. One more. And see if I don't do it. I swear to God. Do it. One more thing, and I'm going to tell everybody how you can cure children, what device you need. I'm going to go door to door. Sliders. They stop me and kill me. Oh, well, it'll be out. It'll be too late. My family's going to die too. They're going to be talking too. One more thing, and there's no way to stop me. That's all there is to it. I've been very patient, very kind, very nice, because I want to live, but I'm getting to the point where I just kind of want to be here no more. I'm getting kind of tired of this shit, so it's like, just go away and let me go. All I want is a burrito and a woman. I mean, is that too much to ask for? That's what's going to happen. They're going to push it. One more thing that I have to make sure it's provable. I don't want to jump to conclusions. One more thing that I know for a fact they're coming for me. Any kind of a chance. One more thing, and I'm going to start talking. Because we don't have a deal right now. We don't, because they've already pushed it. So I'm in the neutral zone right now. I'm not talking, I'm not being quiet. I'm just like kind of in limbo. I'd rather be before it was already said and done. They moved away. I got a burrito. I'm thinking, well, I can't believe this is, things are back to normal. That's where I want to be, but they won't let me do that. They want this stuff to come out. I'm starting to believe that now. I'm starting to believe they actually want it to come out. But they're afraid to do it themselves. Gang stalkers are going to try and push me into doing it. If we don't want to tell nobody, we're going to push you into doing it. Because they're pushing me. They're pushing me. I'm saying, nani. If they have better, one more time. Just test me. For the God. That's where we're at now. This is what's happening in America, people. You're being sprayed with something that's so horrible. I've already cried about it like 20 times. It's so horrible. It's worse than you think. Things are worse than you think. Alex Jones, all those other conspiracy shows are great. Who cares if they steal money? If you knew what they were really doing, you'd be shitting your pants. You'd be pissing on yourself like me. I've already pissed myself, literally pissed myself. This is really horrible stuff. What they're doing, and get this, the gang stalking part, compared to what they're doing, the gang stalking part is actually like a piece of cake. It's actually friendly compared to what they're doing. That just tells you what they're doing is so horrific. If I was going to, my aunt's a retired school principal. She's worked with cops all her life. She has like awards and stuff, wrote books. If I was going to go down and tell my aunt and then show her the device and take it to her right now, she would start shaking. She would freak out. And then she'd be on the phone, she'd be traveling, she'd be out there. And it would be too late. And they can't, if they come here and they try to kill her now, and me, I have friends on standby. And other family members on standby. And that would just confirm it. So they're kind of crap. They do anything, it confirms it. If they keep gang stalking me, it comes out. They're trapped. You have no choice now but to disappear. And if they stay living around me, I won't do anything until they make one more attempt. One more attempt at me and it comes out. I'm done. I just lost a girl I was falling for. I was falling in love with this girl. Turns out she's one of them. She's an intake in Stalking Valley. She's an intake in Stalking Valley. She's like a, and she was working with them to try and set me up because I was falling for her and they're videotaping me. And it turns out that she was going to set me up for the stalking thing. And you wonder how I know this stuff. Because it was too obvious. That's a long story, folks. Just know for a fact. Gang stalking is real. It's happening. I'm giving a real testimony. I got more stuff I'll tell you about me real soon. That will prove I have nothing to hide. If you got stuff on me, I'll say everything. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to say anything. They know stuff. They know more about me than I know about myself. But if I see one more thing, baby, it's on. You just come kill me. It's on. I'm telling you, if I see one more attempt, anything, Now, Hannah, I'm going to tell my aunt. I'm going to show her how you prove it. And I show her how you prove it to her face. She's not going to say nothing but like, wow. And that's going to be on. And I don't need my aunt. So if you kill her, it ain't going to stop anything. How many people know? I told at least 10 people. And I would say that 2 or 3 of them might be in the family cahoots. But 10 people. And I tell people that I know, people I've told freaked out. They freaked out. And they're like, but people will get emotional. When these people make a move and something happens, people get emotional. So they're trying to frame me because that's like the least emotion you're going to get. That's not going to stop anything. Believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Here's where we're at now. In America, San Diego Police Department, they've been following around because it's completely violating. So that's the reason why is because if you knew what they're spraying with, it's like so big deal they're violating it. Big deal. If only you knew what was going on. So, here we go. I will say it again. Pack up. Move away. I'm being trigger happy. I'm not talking about a real physical gun. I'm talking about blah, 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 blah. Get up and go.